Hello, ladies and gents. The world is burning, and every day we're getting closer to meeting our maker. The constant strain of everyday life is really starting to wear on society, and the effects are very blatant. It's bad enough that people in power have basically killed the middle class in order to push us to a welfare state that forces society into compliance through financial manipulation, which will limit our future ability to buy and sell without the government's permission. I want to warn people that are watching this transmission that the future is going to be very dark. If you think Pride Month is bad, just wait till Pride Century, 100 years of non-stop anal sex, celebrated until all the frogs and humans are gay with each other. It's totally fine for you to sit in your ivory tower and ignore the future, because after all, ignorance is bliss. But the ones that want to have a future without becoming a cyber-kinetic porn bot for the Illuminati, then we must share this show to everyone you personally know. That's right, I'm no hero, but my words may be able to break some people free from the government-mandated trauma-based mind control. The dark future is near. Don't let it get here before it's too late. So share this show right now, and the best way to stick it to the Illuminati is to go to pimponablimpshop.com and buying some of my Pimp Daddy merch. This is how we win. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a 29-star review wherever you get your podcast. That will show them. Hello, folks. Our internet's down. Our show is fucked up. It's episode 55. And you would think by episode 55 we'd be able to figure it out. But you know, with any live show, you're going to have right now, I think this transmission is going live to YouTube. So we're just going to do the show as if it's a normal thing. We're not having a bunch of mess ups. But this is not anybody's fault here at the Blaze other than Jimmy's. I just want that to be known, that it's not the directors, the cameraman, the producers, nobody's fault. Is your mic on? Yeah. I don't know if I can hear you, Jimmy.
Can you hear me now?
Now I can, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's definitely my fault. I want to make that clear to everyone. And Alex actually just got done beating me behind the stage. So don't worry, I have been properly punished, and I am sorry.
Oh, I appreciate that. And then where's our guest?
I think he's on his. He said he's on his way. Charleston. He should be here any second.
So we got no guest, no internet connection, no microphones.
I mean, yeah, like improv is your best skill. So I thought, well, I was just setting up
I know,
for success.
but you know, this is the thing. When Glenn Beck watches this, right? Let's say he gets. I know he doesn't watch it. We know that he doesn't watch it. But if he gets a snippet, the person that wants me to get fired, they're going to snip this. Or they're going to clip this. They're going to say, oh well, Alex has been doing a show there for 5 months and can't even get the stream to start correctly. What do you think Glenn's going to say to that when he sees this clip?
I mean, he's going to say, light Jimmy on fire. Maybe.
I wish he would say that. I wish he would say that. There's a lot of shit I would love for Glenn to say, and that's probably on the top of my list.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we just do the show normally then, I guess. Even though we're having technical difficulties, I think that we just power on and move on because I'm Primetime 99. I'm a pimp on a blimp. I'm going after the WNBA. If you think a bunch of 6-foot-tall lesbians is going to stop me, they can't. And if you think a little technical difficulties with the show is going to stop me, they can't. Nobody can stop me. It doesn't matter if you have 1 million lesbians or if you have 1 million show technical difficulties. I will eat them up and swallow them up very easily, as if it is an hors d'oeuvre at a nice restaurant. So let's see the chat. Now in the chat, are the people watching? How many people are watching? Okay, I don't know if they can see me. Can you guys see me in the chat?
It's on like a 2-minute delay, so they're going to see you soon. That's the issue right now. So we're just powering through. It's just the chat's going to be like on a 2-minute delay.
Yeah, that's not good. All right, well, but this is the Primetime Out with Alex Stein show. Really, I kind of want to just sit here. Do we have any bits? Do we have anything planned?
Well, I mean, we were going to talk about the flags.
Oh, yeah, we should talk about that. Guys,
Flag Day.
Today is Flag Day, and what I want to do is I want you guys to participate, and you're going to get to decide which flag that we're going to burn. That's right. You have some choices. You have the trans flag. That's all colors representative of all sexualities. If you like butt stuff, if you like 69ing, if you like BDSM, if you like bukkake, that flag is a representation of that. Now, the next flag on the chopping block. That's right. That is Our Lady Republic. You guys see this flag? There's some brown stains on it because my cat peed on it, but that's neither here nor there. I have a very tall cat. And then we have the flag of Mother Ukraine. So we're going to give you guys the opportunity to decide which flag will get burned on Flag Day. So in the chat, what are you guys saying? 1 should be the gay flag because 1 looks like a penis. 2 should be the American flag because we have, I don't know, too legit to quit is our country, I guess. Let me see your cell phone right now, Darius.
Listen to a song.
Go get it. Hurry.
Listen to a song.
You're listening to a song. We're doing a live show. Let me see what the hell is it.
People are commenting in the chat.
Show me what are they saying in the chat?
Well, it got to the point to vote on the flags.
Show me what the hell you're looking at. I think Darius is looking at pornography or something. Yeah, look at his. Get that, Sam. I know he was doing something. What the hell are you Give me this. No, I know what to do now. Before he deletes anything. Let's see. I don't know how to work a Galaxy. How do I see his last apps he was on? Madonna hung up? What the hell? Why are you listening to Madonna while we're trying to do a damn show?
Oh, I love that song. Ever since it first came out, I've been hooked, like a magnet, And
this song's been out for 18 years.
But I mean, it's a great memory because.
Why? What does it make you think
because
of?
Because this was her resurgence, except in her heyday, this was when she was still her hottest, musically and physically. So, and she looked like like an aerobics instructor or something, back all muscled and everything because the chills I got up in my spine, when I first saw the video,
And you're still having those chills today. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So while I'm trying to do a show, I'm trying to do all this, you're over there having a little dance party by yourself with no headphones. So you're just listening to it on speakerphone. Why was that? Why would you listen to it on speakerphone? There's microphones and cameras.
No, I wasn't on speaker.
It was on speaker for a little bit before you turned it down. Do you remember that? Do you remember at the start of the show when you left it on speaker?
It just still has that effect on me.
So Madonna has such an effect on you.
Yeah. Now the way she looks now, Oh no.
Why? Why does she look so bad? Her face does look all weird and bloated, but
yeah.
Even though she's super talented,
bloated face and body.
You're still listening to her music 18 years later, and you're trying.
Yeah.
Oh, $2 super chat. We don't read those, Jimmy. We don't read $2 super chats. How dare you say Jackie shot JFK under the chin? I don't even know what the hell that means, but.
And remember when this came out, gay men went by, because, Donna. Almost every gay man that I came across or heard about wanted to sleep with her. It's like, I'm gay, but I want her. I've got to have her.
So you're telling me Madonna had such raw sexuality that she could turn a man that just loves sniffing buttocks and sucking on dongs into a heterosexual male that's into vagina?
Yeah, well, at least bi, Yeah.
That's unbelievable. Some of the shit you say.
But
What happened to you,
but
Darius?
most
No,
likely
seriously,
straight
Darius,
though.
No, let's just do this episode. I want to get to know you a little bit, Darius. I want to get to know you a little bit better because, on this show, they love you. The audience has always really spoken very highly of you. Actually, as a matter of fact, when I fed you the banana, a lot of people felt bad for you. They were mad at me, and you were kind of the superstar in that scenario. So have you had any backlash since being a member of this show?
No, just only from, one YouTuber that I know of.
And what did he say?
Philip Scott.
What did Philip Scott say?
He said I was a coon.
What? That's racist.
In this, it's taken us back to slavery times because it's when things like that originated, And he was like, I don't know if he's American or not, but he's still a coon, and I don't know how badly he needed some money, but he shouldn't have gone that route to get some money, no matter how.
Did you comment that you have a potassium deficiency and that I was helping you medically? We got to get him on the show. What's his page? Jimmy, get this guy on the show. What's his name?
Philip Scott Podcast.
Do they know?
Writing it down.
Type that in.
Philip Scott Podcast.
And then, hit the notification bell.
Does anybody in the chat know who Philip Show Podcast is? Do you think they know who he is? Does he have a lot of subs?
He does.
How many?
But he's popular, but unpopular at the same time. Famous / infamous because.
Like me, like myself.
Yeah, but he's a
black white supremacist.
Yeah, he's the black power type, if you will. Even though he doesn't really say black power, but he's I guess you could say a revolutionary,
Is he like Hotep or something?
Yeah, basically Hotep, yeah.
Black supremacist?
Yeah.
Why aren't you a black supremacist?
No, because I love everybody that loves me. So, when you're any type of supremacist, you miss out on things because, everybody or anybody can benefit you in the most worthwhile of manners if they really have your best interest in mind, regardless of race, religion, sexual orientation, it just doesn't matter.
Paige, is this guy making any sense today? Is Darius making any sense? Jimmy, is this guy making any sense?
He's never made sense.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what the hell
that's why
that
we love him.
Supremacy. I don't know what the hell that had to do. I didn't understand one thing you're saying. Okay, Darius, listen. Do not try to be funny. Do not try to. What was the most traumatic thing that happened to you as a child?
When my hair caught on fire. Back when I was 7.
Are you trolling? I said to be serious.
No, it was traumatic.
Like Michael Jackson? Oh, $20 super chat. I got to read this.
Just like Michael Jackson.
$20 super chat. Trump told me to tell everyone that Jackie O was the one who shot JFK. Just watch the video. Only the U.S. media does not talk about this. Okay, Stefan, I appreciate this, but this is not QAnon hour. What the hell? I mean, listen, what the hell?
But my mother put it out in like 2 minutes flat, so I didn't have any scalp damage or anything, and it grew back in a couple of months.
You had brain damage, though, right?
But it's still traumatic, especially being so close to my face because it was like right here.
So your brain melted.
Like to my ear and cheekbone.
Your brain melted a little bit.
Yeah.
Damn, Darius, you are one hell of a person. Okay, now I want to get your reaction to this incredible speech by Kamala Harris. She's celebrating Juneteenth, one of my favorite holidays.
Kamala can eat.
Do you know what does Juneteenth celebrate?
Juneteenth celebrates the anniversary of when black people found out that they were free, at least on paper.
Is that true, Jimmy? No, that's not.
That's actually true.
No, I thought this is when
2 years
Walmart.
after the fact.
Wait, no, I thought this is when Walmart has good deals on TVs. Isn't that when everybody's fighting at the Walmart? That's Juneteenth, right?
Well, in any given holiday, they fight. Well, not any holiday, but...
Which holidays do they fight the most?
But like, of course, Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Black Friday. Why do they call it Black Friday? I feel like that's racist to call it that.
Yeah, it is, because it goes back to slavery times. I don't really know the story, but,
They would sell slaves for half price or something like that.
Yeah.
No, seriously, I think that's what it was. I swear. I think there's some sort of weird connection with Black Friday. You can buy one, get one slaves.
I think we should react to the video before this conversation goes further.
Why? I think you can say buy one, get one slaves. In Libya, they have slave auctions today. You can actually buy a slave, Jimmy. Did you know that you can still buy slaves today?
Yeah, Jeffrey Epstein, like you can.
No, not sex slaves. I'm talking about in Libya. You can just buy a slave. I've been trying to get one for a while now.
I did not know that. I've never tried.
Yes, they still have slave. They still have the slave trade. You guys don't believe me here? I'll pull it up right now, just because I know somebody's like, "Oh, I don't believe Alex." What does Jamie say? Fact check it on Joe Rogan. Does Libya still have slavery? Watch this. Watch this. Hundreds of migrants along northern African migrant routes are being bought and sold openly in modern-day slave markets in Libya. Survivors have told the United Nations Migration Agency, which warned that these reports can be added to a long list of outrages. So slavery still exists.
Unfortunately. I mean,
well, not unfortunately for the people that buy them.
Yeah, of course, but...
So it's good for them. They're getting cheap labor, so they're probably this is awesome.
Every decade or so, it just takes on a new face, but it never went anywhere. Just like it's legal if you go behind enemy lines, you wind up behind bars. It's in the Constitution.
I have no idea what the fuck Darius is talking about.
It's in the Constitution.
What's in the Constitution?
It's like slavery is illegal except if you're convicted, of a crime,
then you can't go to jail. See, that is true. That is modern day slavery. I do think our criminal justice system's too punitive. Okay, let's check out this incredible speech by Kamala Harris.
Happy Juneteenth. Please have a seat. Please have a seat.
This looks like a fake Saturday Night Live sketch. Just.
And to my Divine Nine family. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. What the hell was that? What is Kamala on? She's on Xanax, I think. I mean, she's on bars. What do you think what that was, Darius?
Bars. Definitely bars.
Have you ever done Xanax bars?
Just twice.
What happened? They make you forget what's happening. A lot of times in college. Slow down.
You get the best sleep you've ever had.
In college, they'll use it as a date rape drug.
You wake up so refreshed, like wow.
Have you ever been date raped?
No.
Have you ever been raped?
Mm-mm.
Ever been close to being raped?
Mm-mm.
I have. A lot of times.
Tell me more.
Well, I'm just saying, a teacher, my fourth grade teacher wanted to rape me. I was able to fight him off.
Oh.
Yeah. Did anybody ever try to do anything perverted to you when you were young that you had to fight off? No. A lot of people would say, oh, it was really bad that happened. But me, killing a man was one of the biggest joys that I had at that young of an age. I was one of the first people to actually kill a teacher at my school and not go to jail for it. Did you know that, Jimmy?
I learned something new about you every day.
Yeah, that I was a child murderer.
No.
All right, guys, Jimmy?
I learned something new about you every day.
Yeah, that I was a child murderer.
No.
All right, guys, we're trying to sell some merch because, right now our show kind of had some hiccups. But if you guys want to support the show and make sure that we can keep our jobs, go to pimponablimpshop.com. Use the code BLIMP10 for 10% off. Ad read we got to read, Jimmy?
Yes. And Darius, I don't know what you're doing with your merch, but all I hear is rufflings, or with your mic. So, we're fixing it right now.
So we got no sponsors on our show. We have no guests.
No, we had the WNBA for yesterday.
Yeah, we had that. Darius I can't get off his damn cell phone. Yeah, quit touching the microphone. I swear, Jimmy, do we have the gun? Do you have my gun? Is it still in the safe?
No, actually, wait. I have something better. Hold on 1 second.
What do you have? Please. Bring it on set.
I got you. Just trust me.
Seriously, this episode is off the rails. I'm just going to eat some Cheetos. I hope you have something cool. Darius, what's the craziest drug you've experimented with besides Xanax?
That's it.
Ow! Fuck! Ow! What am I supposed to do with this shaving cream?
Put it on him.
I put white sauce on you every episode. I put mayonnaise on you. Now, is everything got to be jism?
Actually, here's something better. Just shoot him when he's bad.
Show us. Oh shit, that's my suit, Darius. It doesn't even work, Jimmy. Look at it, he's dying. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it, he's dying. Ah! Ah! Okay, don't die. Let's talk the rest of the episode. All right. Is our guest ready? I got a little silly string on my Cheetos.
Bubblegum.
Our next guest is a retired United States Navy SEAL who gained public attention in 2013 after coming out as a trans woman. And in 2022, when he announced his detransition. Please welcome on the one and the only Chris Beck.
Hey, how you doing?
Chris, what the heck, man? My show's been nuts today. We're having internet problems. Our guest canceled the last minute. My girlfriend's really upset at me. She caught me looking at some weird stuff on my Instagram account. It's hard. How's your dating life, Chris? I'm sure it's probably challenging, transitioning, then detransitioning. I always ask people that have detransitioned or trans, it's hard to date. Tell me what your dating life's like.
Well, I have a fiance.
Oh, damn.
She was one of the big reasons why. Yeah, she was one of the big reasons how I kind of got out of the whole transgender thing. I mean, it's a weird story right there in itself. Is that the whole transgender thing is a mental illness, and I know I had a lot of other stuff going on in my life, but I grew up, kid, sexual trauma and all the other crap or whatever happens as a kid. And then that along with traumatic brain injury from explosions and bombs and stuff. And then PTSD, there's a lot of stuff going on in people's lives, and then if you're sold a bill of goods that you think you're going to be able to help yourself out and get out of, a lot of the traps or demons or whatever's possessing you, you kind of sometimes take the bait. And so I took that bait, and it kind of ruined a lot of things in my life.
Well, tell me this, Chris, when you originally said you were going to transition to a female, weren't you beloved by CNN? They did a long profile on you. Were you, you were idolized, right, in a way? I mean, how would you describe it when you made that announcement? Most people, you think you'd be in shame and be embarrassed, maybe. How was your announcement?
Oh, well, you're talking about way back in 2000.
I'm talking about way back then when you said, now I'm going to transition. Yeah. That had to be hard. You're in the military. I mean, that has to be, now it's like easy to say you're transitioning, but I imagine in 2013, they're probably like, what the heck? No, Chris. I'm sure you got kicked back.
Yeah, I mean, I lost family members. I mean, half the SEAL teams were pissed at me and wanted to beat the crap out of me. And I don't blame them, But and friends gone. I lost my job. I was making like $200,000 a year, and that job went away. And then so when I did all that, and CNN was like, "Oh, hey, transgender," and they jumped on it, and they did that Anderson Cooper special. And then after that, I guess they wanted to do more. But yeah, they made me in kind of a poster child. They took full advantage of the situation that I was in, where I didn't have anything else. And I don't know. It's a cult. That's pretty much the only way I can explain it.
Well, how would
Back
you
in those days? Well, I mean, it's a cult specifically because, I mean, I'm a perfect example. While I was transgender, they're all like, yeah, give you everything you want. And but as soon as I said I was detransitioning, they throw away everything and say, you never were trans and you did that and that. And then they start trying to say that everything was fake even to begin with. So it's exactly the same thing a cult does. And they even get you to join being transgender by love bombing you. And love bomb was something that was invented by cult called the Moonies, and as soon as you walk it through a Moonie door or through a cult door, they love bomb you, meaning that they will give you everything and they kiss your feet and they say, hey, you're great. Oh, you're so beautiful. I mean, you could be anything. You could dress up like you were in that bathing suit during that one skit you did. Yeah. You looked hideous, but no, I'm just kidding. Not that bad.
No, I did look bad, but they would say, oh, you look beautiful, right?
But they're, oh my God, you're so beautiful. And oh, yeah, Leah Thompson. Oh my God, you're the most amazing athlete on earth. But what? Like one of the worst swimmers in college as a dude goes on a women's team and becomes the champion. So
yeah, you're talking about Leah Thomas. So what about this one, Dylan Mulvaney? They all say Dylan Mulvaney is so hot. I mean, come on, give me a break.
Check this out. So if I would have stayed transgender, And I would have just told them when I started going crazy and I started having kids, 12-year-old kids getting double mastectomies. They started just going off the hooks. And I was going, you know what? I was 40 something years old when I started down this road, and I'm a grown adult and it's my own fault. And it's my own, warped head or narcissistic, thoughts in me that I could change myself and become happy by surgery. It's freaking ridiculous. But now they're involving kids. And they have drag queens, dancing in front of kids, doing all this nudity and everything. So I was out of this thing as soon as I started seeing a little bit off the hooks, and I was like, you know what? That's not me. It turned into this sex cult,
It is. There is some sort of weird sexual kind of kink to it too. No, but I got to ask you this, so Chris. So when you did,
I left 2 years ago, though. 2 years ago, I left. Imagine this: if I would have stayed, Dylan Mulvaney wouldn't have been the one doing the beer cans and all that. And that person right there is a millionaire now.
Mhm.
They say that I left transgender because I couldn't make it or whatever. I would have been the poster child.
yeah, well, yeah.
We had a SEAL team, SEAL team member on a Bud can. They probably would have sold, 3 or 4 more cans or 6-packs, and they lost. I'm just kidding.
No, they would have loved to have used you as a poster child. But I have to ask you though.
Totally would have.
When you actually detransition, you said that I guess your fiance is the one that helped you do it. I ask all these people, was that harder to detransition than the original transition, or which one was harder, the actual original transition or the detransition?
Well, for me, the detransition, like I said, started like 2 years ago, a while ago. So I did it really slow and I didn't really talk about it a lot. Even when I was on Joe Rogan, I was sitting there with like no makeup and my hair was like in the ponytails. And like I was just riding on my motorcycle and just being me. So for a long time, I wasn't doing anything. I was just like in jeans and like.
You were non-binary. Would you call that more non-binary than like picking a sex?
God, I hate that term even worse.
Yeah, but what else? I mean, I'm just saying you're not kind of male. You're not kind of female. You're talking about pigtails. I mean, I don't know how else to describe. If I had my hair in pigtails, I would say that's
They weren't pigtails. It wasn't like It was like a ponytail kind of just pulled back like they do in MMA for the females. No, but for me, what I was doing was a long time ago. You could say, non-binary if you wanted to. What I was a masculine dude who tried to cover himself up with some femininity and get rid of my old persona.
Chris,
and I realized that I'm not that. Oh.
Yeah, because you're still into women. So you were a lesbian, right? So so you've always been attracted to women.
No, because you're using all that makeup.
Yeah, I'm using their words, but I'm saying technically you would have been a lesbian. Yeah.
But no, I was still a man who was into women that was just screwed up in the head, and that's the truth of it.
What do you think,
You
Rachel
can't take a
Levine?
mental illness and stick a dress on it and expect a mental illness to go away. It was a cover up. I was basically a mentally ill person who was out in public with their mental illness going, and if I could have been mentally ill and been private about it, nobody would have ever known. I would still be making 200 grand a year and I would have been happy and not have my family members mad at me and not have everybody mad at me. So it's the same thing for all those people who are doing it right now. When they finally wake up, they're going to find out that their mental illness was, bulimia or anxiety or tension, or, all kinds of other things. There could be autogynephilia. There could be other sexual traumas involved and anything else. Adjustment disorder could cause all kinds of things. And you have all these different mental illnesses. Then you have a bunch of people with rainbows running around with colors and stuff and going, oh my God, we love you. We love you. We love you. Love you. And giving you hugs and throwing money at you. Don't you think you would go for that? Especially when your life sucks. You have your whole family anger, or even if you hate yourself. I think most transgender people hate themselves so much that they want to do anything to get out of their own skin. And so they look across the street and they see a bunch of happy people with unicorns and rainbows, and they go, wow, they look like they're having fun. And they go over there and they dip their toe into it. And as soon as they dip their toe into there, their whole body turns into a freaking unicorn farting rainbows, Because the thing is when you're love bombed enough and you have enough money thrown at you and enough platitudes and pleasure too, then you're going to do whatever to cover up the pain. Like we all want to avoid suffering. And the Buddha said it best, life is suffering, and if you can deal with that suffering and make it into something bigger and better and look at something better, bigger than you, like God Almighty and Jesus, who is our Savior, if you can look beyond the suffering and know that somebody cares, You're still going to suffer, but somebody cares. Then you can find out what life is really about. But if you take that suffering and you go, I don't want to suffer, somebody gets surgery and you have your boobs cut off, as like these little girls are doing it too. Double mastectomy is on 10 and 12-year-old girls. You think that's going to cure their suffering, or the fact that they're getting bullied because they're a redhead with freckles and they wear glasses? You know, that little girl wants to be a tomboy so bad to make the suffering stop that they say, well, you want to be a tomboy? Well, no, really want to be a real boy. Like, no, that little girl doesn't want to be a real boy. She wants to stop the suffering. She wants to stop the bullies. And so a bunch of people start loving on her. So she changes. She has a double mastectomy at 14 years old, and now she's 19 or 20. What do you think that little girl is going to think then? This is what they need to start thinking about.
Yeah, but you know,
Covering up real.
yeah, but come on, but Chris, you know that they know this is messing up kids. You know they're not stupid. I mean, come on, you talked about this. You had, security clearance, I believe.
Let's talk about the Frankfurt School. Let's talk about Planned Parenthood.
Yes,
Talk about-
this is not an accident, Chris.
It's not an accident. I mean, talk about the Frankfurt School and cultural Marxism. That's what you really want to start digging into. You know, that's the whole agenda. Is you demasculate, you feminize the men, you take the children and you make them, neutered at birth, which is every American kid right now almost. They're castrating them. So they're castrating them through all of the
Lupron,
the
they give them
hormones.
Lupron.
Women
hormone.
are dumping every time a woman pees into the public, toilet that goes down into the water. You're drinking, 3 months, 4 months later, you're drinking all the women's urine that has all those birth control pills in it. So if you're drinking public water, you're getting fluoride and birth control. So if you're a man, you're basically being turned into a transgender person right now.
Yeah, but I don't mind drinking a little bit of pee. That's not that big a deal, Chris. Come on. I mean, just a little bit of pee never hurt anybody. Let's not be a prude. Yeah, let's not be a prude. No, you are right. There are weird stuff. What about this? No, but Chris, are you afraid that if you drink Bud Light, you might go back to transitioning, or do you think that that's a rumor?
Well,
that
1,000%. Bud Light will make you transgender right off.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
hope you're not drinking it. I think I saw you with.
Yes, I have it right here. No, I'm pro-trans.
Oh my God, I'm gonna throw up all over your.
No, Chris, do not throw up, dude. We're going gay all day. No, but what do you think about this? No, but Chris, I got a serious question. This is the thing. The people on the conservative side, they get mad when we don't disavow all trans people. I don't want to be transphobic. I don't want to be homophobic. No, but I let me finish what I'm saying, Chris. Gosh, you never let me say anything, Chris. You have a lot to say.
Sorry, man.
What I'm saying is, what about this level of thought where they get mad that you're not conservative enough if you say just leave the kids out of it? Is that enough? I personally tend to say, hey, just leave the kids out of it. You're a grown adult. Do your own thing. I have the libertarian mindset with that. But are you on the other opposite side where anybody doing it trans, anybody, even if they're an adult, this is bad? Or where is your kind of stance on adults versus kids in the trans community?
So, I mean, I'm all about, just like you said, libertarian. So if you're an adult and you want to do whatever, man, go for it. But the thing is they're going to still groom, they're still going to drag the kids into there. It's still a sex cult. And so there's still going to be effects. So if you're going to have family, family members and families. So you have to draw the line somewhere. And I think right now, if we can get them to stop grooming the kids, actually, don't even worry about that. Stop doing surgery and castrating kids. Let's start there. So I want to start somewhere. The rest of them, we can work on that later. But it's definitely an agenda where they're taking mental illness and a psychological, the entire psychological community is screwing with people. It's experimentation. And this whole agenda is not about being transgender. It's not about just having gender stuff going on. It's about a neural link in your brain. It's about transhumanism.
Well, no, let's get into transhumanism. What do you think Elon Musk is good or bad? Because him trying to sell this neural link, I don't think that's a good thing. I mean, that's basically connecting us to a computer.
It's a terrible thing. I think it's something, it's part of the whole, I don't want to say sign of the beast, but dang it. What's the sign of the beast if it's not you implanting a neural link in your forehead and putting numbers on your wrist? So they've done studies of where the best antenna location is for you to communicate if it's a dermal communication device. But
is it in the penis? Let me guess. The penis is where the best antenna is.
It would be good. It wouldn't be biblical, but it's in your forehead.
Wow.
If you put the antenna right there in your forehead is where you get the best, because it resonates off your cranium.
Well, our Wi-Fi wasn't working.
You basically have a resonation right there. Boom.
Could you imagine, though, you're hooked to a computer and it goes offline and then you instantly die? Like in a video game or something like that, when it loses its connection, you don't have your social credit score or whatever it is, and then boom, you just
What
die.
do you know about Tesla cars?
I mean, a little bit. I mean, I know Elon's weird. I know they run on batteries, but
Same thing. They have full control of your car.
yeah, I know.
Any idiot that buys a Tesla for what, $100,000 or how much they cost? I mean, how much they cost? I don't care. But if you're driving a Tesla, you're like a person wearing a mask today. So people that wear masks, like today, it's been debunked like 1,000 times. You're still wearing a mask. What's the same thing I say to Tesla drivers? Seriously, you're driving a Tesla?
Yeah, but you know this, Chris.
It's
No,
hooked up to the link. It's so controllable.
yeah, but Chris, you know this. I heard you talking about it on a podcast. Even if you take the battery out of your phone, they can still look at you and hear you. I'm saying, do we really have the expectation? And I hate this of this new generation where I think they ask them, it's like, well, I know that I don't have any privacy, but I'm not doing anything wrong. I mean, do we really need to have expectations that we can do anything in private anymore? Because if they want to listen, can't they?
In the job I used to be in, yeah, you could pretty much listen to anybody anywhere if they're not underground inside of a Faraday cage. So if you go underground in a Faraday cage, you're fine. But who has an underground Faraday cage?
No, but what about just the Faraday cage above ground? They can still hear you? That's still not enough?
If
Faraday cage is something that has no electrical signals and get in. You explain what a Faraday cage is because my producer just asked me. I can't believe he doesn't know, but go ahead.
it's a multi-layered metal room that it's wire, or it could just be solid steel or anything. But you're better to have multi-layer, so you're actually trapping the signals in between, and you have to have other barriers to keep out things that would need to be.
Jimmy, did you not see Enemy of the State with Will Smith?
No, I mean English isn't my first language. You know that.
I know,
so-
but you didn't see it. You've never seen a movie where they have to go into a cage so they don't have any.
Nope. I don't even know who Will
Have you
Smith
ever
is.
seen a movie before, Jimmy?
I did way back in the day. Finding
all right,
Nemo.
all right, yes, everybody's seen.
Have you seen
Nemo.
Finding
Here's
Nemo?
the reason you have to go underground. So go underground because if something vibrates because of your voice, like right now, the walls. I'm in a garage, right, at my house. That's why I have this whole little area set up. So there's a garage door right there. So I could hit a laser off of that garage door from miles away, and I could translate every word I'm saying just by the
Wow.
vibrations on the outside skin of this garage. So if you have an outside wall, even brick. So if you have a brick wall, I'd be able to, maybe not a brick wall, but brick. I could pick up what you're saying inside of that room.
Is that like
Wow.
a doomsday
When I was talking
bunker?
about,
Yeah, are you prepping? That bunker looks kind of cool. That in your garage right now.
Like actually,
yeah, it's got to be an underground bunker with it's Faraday cage underground bunker, because even through the ground, I'm able to pick stuff up. It's all about the medium. It's all about the air is pretty easy to travel. The sound goes through it, but sound goes faster through water. That's just a different medium. Then sound also goes through the dirt. It goes through anything. The vibrations. It's just a matter of you being able to pick up those vibrations.
Okay,
It's
Chris.
very hard with some technology.
Speaking of vibrations, what happened with Tower 7? Did they use directed energy weapons to make the building fall down through vibrational energy?
Well, there was an elevator company working inside of all of those towers for a long time before it even happened. And it was an elevator company that had nothing to do with elevators. Ace Elevator Company, you'd think would get the contract, but they had some other company get the contract to fix and upgrade all the elevators. And then they were fired, and the contract mysteriously went away, and they were out of the buildings like a few weeks prior to 9/11. It's very curious.
And George Bush's, what was it, his cousin or Marvin Bush's brother, excuse me, was running the security operations at the World Trade Center up until the attacks.
And it's weird how you have something that was like 10-foot thick cement walls that were built in the 1940s, and an airplane went through.
Like sliced through it like butter. I mean, and then if you see it, the best is where you. No, but Chris, have you seen the one where the planes, where a bird will hit a plane, hit the nose cone of a plane, and it'll be just dented in like it's nothing.
So you remember the sinking of the Lusitania? Do you remember the sinking of the Maine and Cuba Harbor? Do you remember Pearl Harbor? Do you remember 9/11? What do all these things have in common?
False flag attacks.
Yeah, so there you go.
The Lusitania, we sunk that to get into World War I. What was the Lusitania again?
That was one, yeah.
Yeah.
World War One.
But
We also saw the Tonkin. Yeah, the Tonkin.
well, the Gulf of Tonkin. Yeah, but you know who ran the Gulf of Tonkin was the Doors. Jim Morrison's dad was a U-boat captain, was one of the ones during the Gulf of Tonkin that got us into the Vietnam War. Guys, we faked it. We had a fake U-boat shootout in the Gulf of Tonkin in order for us to get involved in the Vietnam War. People think we're crazy, they're going to call us conspiracy theorists, but has any war that we've been in been justified? I mean, maybe World War II is justified because the Holocaust was going on, but even then it took us a long time to react to that. Has there been a just war other than that?
I think it was only Granada because we were going to enter for all those kids in the hospital that were down there doing doctor training. Panama was Noriega, and that was all paid off and weird. He was one of our stooges.
Yeah.
There's so many things that all of it. And you have the Iran-Contra deal that got us into that. I mean, everything we have ever done is always crooked and about money. I'm embarrassed, embarrassed.
Chris, before we let you go, now I have to ask, you're a very masculine guy. You got kind of a deep voice. Did your friends look at you like you're crazy when you said you wanted to be Christina? What was your name? What was the name that you
Kristen.
Christian, excuse me, Christine. I don't know why I said Christine.
Yeah.
What they had to look at you like you're lying, you're wrong, you got hit with a missile, you have PTSD. I mean, what the hell did how did they react to you, the people that loved you and cared about you the most?
Yeah, everybody was scared of me. So they just, because I mean, at that point, I was already pretty scary. I was this underground, sneaky peeky, plumber from the SEAL teams. And a plumber is like a second story black bag job. It's all the nickname stuff. But I was definitely a second story person, doing the real black bag tough stuff, and so they knew that I had the ability to do stuff that most of those guys don't really want to do. So it's kind of like you don't cross somebody that has the skills,
Yeah, you're a cold stone killer. I'd be nervous for you too. I mean, with all
the thing, and then you see me running around in a dress, and they go, "Holy shit! We already thought you were crazy, and now you're wearing a dress. But now we know you're crazy, and now we know you're crazy and you have skills. And I don't really want to say anything weird to you. So hey, how you doing, Chris? Oh, Kristen, whatever." So that was one part. And the other part was they just felt sorry for me. And then they just playing along because they're like, "Damn, man, you must have gone through some really bad stuff." And then the other thing they could have been like, I'm giving you like 3 or 4 different scenarios because it's true. So some people were definitely scared of me. Some people and don't really know me, don't know that I was not that kind of SEAL. I was pretty much the guy that would have saved the baby in the middle of a firefight, which I actually did, and then the people that felt sorry for me was kind of the worst because they were the ones that really cared for me, and they were the ones that really wanted to help, but they had no idea how to help because it was 2013 and nobody was doing this stuff, And then how you can help somebody who doesn't even want to help themselves? They just want to get drunk every night.
Were you drinking a lot? Were you on drugs and alcohol when you decided? So do you think that had a lot to do with making the decisions because you weren't thinking straight?
A lot to do. A lot to do with it. I was on a lot of pharmaceuticals from the VA. I was on mood stabilizing drugs called Cymbalta, which is a dangerous drug. It's terrible, terrible.
I remember hearing the commercials for Cymbalta. Was that an SSRI? What was Cymbalta again? Some antidepressant?
SSRI, yeah. Yep. And then the thing is it puts you in such weird, it's like a roller coaster. It's up and down. And then when I actually quit it, they said you have to be careful when you quit it because if you quit cold turkey, there's like a high percentage of suicides when you quit that stuff.
Yeah, but Chris, that shows you how stupid our medical industrial complex is you say that, "Oh, I'm depressed, I'm suicidal, I might want to be trans," and they give you a pill that will increase your chances of being suicidal. I mean, what the heck?
Exactly. You said it correct right there. The pharmaceutical industrial complex, the military industrial complex, the political industrial complex, all of it. There's such a big cabal that is running our world right now that there's only one way we could explain it, and it's just satanic. There's no way our world could have gotten off the hooks as far as, we're off the trails. We are just done.
Yeah.
Everything is going bad. And you would need to expect it to get worse and worse and worse. When a rapture happens, there's a thing called Project Bluebeam. Project Bluebeam.
We're going to pretend that aliens are coming down.
Aliens are coming down. That's what we're going to say it all was. All those people got picked up by aliens. We have to unite the world. Then one leader is going to stand up and go, "I can protect everybody." And that's going to be the Antichrist. And then you're all done. So, and the thing is, we have this other thing called the voice of God. The voice of God, we used to use it. It will put a voice inside of your head, in between your ears.
For a signal, right? You can point at somebody and they'll hear it no matter what, right?
And they're going to hit it. It's going to be broadband. So they're going to be able to hit almost an entire city. That whole city is going to hear God inside their heads, tell them to do whatever. The aliens invaded and took all those people. It was a rapture. The rapture took all those people up. But there's going to be a lot of Christians left behind because some of us are volunteering because we're warriors. We want to be here and tell people this is what really happened. And I'll be able to have memorized enough of the Bible because they're going to destroy all the Bibles. I'm going to be able to have enough Bible verses. I'm going to try to save people, even when everything's going chaotic. We're going to still save people.
Well, Chris, listen, Operation Bluebeam, the voice of God, the fact that they can actually put holograms or whatever they call it in the sky and make it look like there's a rapture. It's very scary, but I appreciate you coming on, and tell the people how they can find you and support you before you go, Chris.
I don't want you guys to support me. I want you to support Jesus, support God, support the mission, read the Bible, and start praying. Our country is doomed right now unless we start praying. So don't ever support me. Support the one and only true Jesus Christ and God, our creator, the Father of everything.
Oh, and I forgot to ask you this, though. Did you get breast implants? Did you ever have any physical surgery, or you just took hormones?
Yeah, I had some physical surgery, and that's like one of the more embarrassing things.
What happened?
Yeah, I had physical surgery. I'm trying to recover from my mental illness and remove anything I did as far as surgery. And I fast a lot and I pray a lot to try to remove all the rest of the psychological damage I've done to myself and for everybody else. So I'm just saying sorry to anyone I came across. And the fact is that I made a lot of mistakes. I was a drunkard and I was doing the drugs, and I was also transgender. I caused a lot of damage. And I apologize to anybody out there if I harmed you or hurt you in a way or made your feelings, anything, because it was not my intent. I was physically and mentally struggling, and it spilled out into the public. And I'm very ashamed, embarrassed by that. And I'll tell you what, there's no way our country's ever going to recover unless we get some morality back into our leadership. The White House right now, it just seems like it's morally run aground and has nothing left of that place. So if we want to save our country, we need to start going back to the morals. And we do that by, our families and our one neighborhood. So take care of your families, take care of your neighborhoods, and then maybe that will start getting infection, and that will start growing out and out. And then maybe one state at a time, we can start winning our country back. And then eventually the White House, we can get that back under control and out of this moral decay that is trapped in right now. But everybody just out there, please pray and just read the Bible, because it is true. Do anything. Turn off social media. I can't stand watching.
Not this show. Keep the show on. Do not turn off the show. Keep the
I'm
show
just joking.
on.
But really, people need to start limiting the social media.
I agree.
If you can limit yourself down to maybe 1 hour a day, if you do more than an hour, you're rotting your brain. So just go out there a little bit, play around, and then get off. Get done with that, and then go outside, see the sunlight, because sunlight is necessary, water is necessary, and the 12 salts for your body are necessary. So if you have 12 salts and you have sun and water, you don't need anything else. You don't need any of that crap they're giving you, processed food. You don't need McDonald's. That's human meat anyway. And I'm not human, but.
Yeah, Soylent Green. There's a whole movie about that. Did you ever see the movie Soylent Green?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it wasn't. It was the other fast food company or something.
Okay, Chris, the show's almost over. You're the man. We could talk to you all night. Thank you for coming on. Keep up the great work. Keep on. And like I said, thank you for your service. And everybody in America deserves second, third, fourth chances. So listen, you're totally forgiven by society. And now you're actually doing what you're doing is positive for society by detransitioning and bringing awareness. So it was actually a good thing. I know you got hurt, along the process, but I'm telling you, your story will be remembered, and it was a good one. So thank you. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you. Hey, have a great night. See you guys later.
Peace. What did you think, Darius? What did you think about
$25 super chat.
$25 super chat from who? I don't see it in the chat. Will you read it?
It says from
I see it. Actually, I do see it. Matthew Adams. Alex, can I get a shout out for my B-Day? 41 years old. You are the man. Matthew, happy birthday. Come on, Darius. Happy birthday. What's the black happy birthday? Happy birthday to you. 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 All right, Matthew, for 25 bucks, I think that was pretty good.
All right, now we got the reaction to the viral content of the day. And
oh my gosh, what is it? Okay, what is this, Jimmy? Is it not? It's not.
Oh,
gay.
you told me. Well, Darius ruined the whole bit because I was going to be Darius, so now I'm just.
Oh
like
yeah,
Darius.
I know. Darius has been messing up all show. I don't know.
Yep.
He's a hell of a guy, though. We wouldn't be here without him. All right, what's the clip? Let's play it.
Oh, this one's just.
Oh yeah, I picked this. Look at Dylan Mulvaney right here, and Dylan put the quote as like, "Oh, I'm in my alien era." I mean, George, I wish you could zoom in on the haircut. just the way that it's like tweeted with the spikes. It looks like something out of Hellraiser. But that's our future, guys. That is the #1 influencer according to Cameo and TikTok and Joe Biden. So very weird. Dylan.
If only we could request cameos from him.
Oh, well, I did, and I trolled him, and that's why I'm a legend. And then when you do it, Jimmy, you get banned from Cameo because you don't know how to do it correctly.
Apparently not.
And you know what's funny, Jimmy? Also, another thing is if you went and confronted Brittany Griner, you would have got arrested for sure because you don't know.
1,000,000%.
1,000%. You would have stayed around. You would have told the cops, "Oh, I'm sorry. I've been here all day looking for Brittany Griner." You would be so fucking in jail. All right, excuse my French. All right, next thing to react to.
Welcome to the White House.
Thank you.
This is, are we allowed to show this? Is blurred out. This is ridiculous. Look at this, Darius.
Take a little video. Hi, Mr. President. It is an honor. Trans rights are human rights.
Trans rights are human rights, huh?
Are we topless at the White House?
At the White House, Darius. Topless like that. And that's a boy. She's a boy.
Not gonna lie, those tits are great. I don't.
Yes, they're great because they're probably fake, obviously. So, I mean, fake titties. I guess they look good, but they don't have milk. And you know me, I can't eat my cereal without milk. So I need some real natural boobs. All right, let's not show that. I don't want to get a strike on. I don't even want to. I don't. You know, this is another thing. Actually, let me make a statement about that. And Anomaly said this, and I'm actually guilty of doing this. When we on the right go and we share what you just saw, that was shared by anybody with over 250,000 followers. Obviously, people with less than that, but I'm talking about big major accounts. Friends of mine, people that I call friends, Benny Johnson, Jack Posobiec. I'm not even talking bad about them, but this is what we do. And I do this too when I put on the women's bathing suit. We are saying that we're speaking out against all trans ideology. We don't like it. Yet, every single conservative was on their page that day sharing literal transgender porn. I mean, so it's very counterproductive. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't expose this. We do have to expose this. $100 super chat. What the heck is going on? Great episode. Thank you, Jonathan Sanders. Sorry about the internet. I appreciate that. But back to my point. I'm just saying, it is great. We do need to expose this. We do need to mock this. But sometimes I'm guilty of it too, where we get so caught up in this culture war where we're doing that bitch a favor. Like how the WNBA is, oh, they're saying I'm or whatever, a white supremacist and all this stuff. It just makes my supporters like me more. And when we share transgender porn on every Twitter feed on this show, which is why I'm bringing this up, I'm actually helping her out. I'm helping the transgender that wants her tits to be seen by every child, adult, immigrant, black, white. They want everybody to see their fake boobs because they're mentally ill. And I'm just sad that in this quote-unquote culture war that we're in, that we have to basically put these people over in professional wrestling terms. We have to, give them our own platform, the platform I've worked so hard to get this show, to get, these people watching. And what do? I'm going to show you a video of a transgender woman showing her breasts at the White House. So when we share this stuff, it's this hard double-edged sword. Damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. So it's a very weird world we live in. It's not black or white, it's very gray. Are you going to say something to me, Jimmy? Okay, 3 more videos. The show's almost over. We're getting close. We got like a few more minutes left. All right, third to the last video.
Take your own advice. I've been living life like I lived twice.
Now, this is the future, guys. That's my cousin. Honestly, I didn't know you'd get Ryan on the show like that. Are you trying to troll me? Because he's not allowed at Thanksgiving? Jimmy, are you trying to troll me by bringing my cousin Ryan?
He said this is the only way he can communicate with you now.
Do not take my cousin. If my dad sees this, he's going to yell at his brother, my uncle. No. That's Ryan. That's my weird cousin. He's on fentanyl. I don't know how he got on the show. Ryan, you're welcome. If you want to reach out to me, you can come to Thanksgiving. You just cannot wear that weird makeup. You cannot be smoking cigarettes at the table the whole time. All right. I don't appreciate you doing that, Jimmy, but next video.
When I walk by.
What? Are you kidding, my other cousin?
A family reunion.
Why are you having all my family members on this show?
They've been desperate.
You see what I have to deal with every day?
I actually am on David's side. They do treat him really bad. Look at these kids.
This is what I have to go through every day. Every day when I walk down the street, and they just taught me like this, and it's making me crazy.
Yeah.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop talking to me like that! I'm a person, okay? I'm a person! Fuck you! Fuck you all! I hope you die! Now you see what I have to put up with every fucking day. This is my life, and it sucks.
I love your family,
It
Alex.
sucks
Yeah,
even
David-
harder than when I'm sucking on this fucking cigarette. Shut the fuck up. When I walk by.
I like David. My cousin David. David we have no beef with, but he doesn't come around the family because we tease him a lot. I actually feel really guilty. So looks like Ryan and David are doing pretty good. Please don't tell me you have another family member for the third video.
Okay, but it is.
We'll play the video. What are you? What hat? Is that Darius's hat? What is
Yeah,
that?
you told me dress as Darius.
it looks
so
pretty
I'm just
good.
following orders.
Yeah, no, it looks good. Okay, let's play the clip.
What the fuck?
Oh shit! This is my stepson. That's Diego.
Why the fuck is you calling right now? Like, we ain't got shit ready for you, bro. Like, we open up at 11. You couldn't wait 4 fucking more minutes, bro? Like, bro, you had to be that fucking hungry. I don't care if you want to talk to the
That's
manager. bitch. I
Diego.
am the manager. All right, bro. Fuck you too, then, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Fucking bitch ass customer, bro. I swear to fucking God.
I mean, Little Caesars has delicious pizza. I'd like to get Darius's response. What did you think about that customer service at Little Caesars?
Hey, Darius, turn. There you go, buddy.
He needs some gummies. He needs some gummies.
What are you saying?
He needs some gummies to calm him down. He needs some gummies to calm him down.
It's 1998. It's 1998. It's 1998.
It's 1998.
Find the 4 hottest honeys you can ASAP and tell them to text me. I mean, not to text me, but to page me at 246-8088.
Holy shit, another $100 super chat from the same guy.
246.
Wait, preach from Jonathan
088.
Sanders. Wow, Jonathan Sanders, dude, make him a mod. Jonathan Sanders is about us. All right, guys, in the chat, we're looking at the chat right now. We need to pick a flag to burn.
So they've been voting the whole episode. Unfortunately, the only flag we can legally burn is the Ukraine flag.
Okay, Pri, I need you to go run to the hair and makeup and get some hairspray really quick. Run.
Wait,
run.
what?
Shut up, Jimmy. Run to the makeup. Just grab hairspray. If Elena's not in there, just grab it and do not say a damn word. Shut up, Jimmy.
Okay.
I've been calm all
I just went
episode.
on record. I do not support this, and if Alex burns a set down, it's not because I didn't tell him not to.
Okay, first of all, before we do this, I want to have a little Coca-Cola from my favorite Tennessee Titans. Ooh. It's delicious. That's all I need, just 1/2 ounce. Here, Darius, why don't you have some soda? Here, I'll have some with you. Cheers.
And Cheerio. And
Cheerio.
Cheers. Oh, yeah, it's cheers because we're not leaving yet, you know.
Someone just invited you to Detroit in the super chat. Are you ever going to Detroit?
Detroit?
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to Detroit.
Yeah, who goes to Detroit? Sorry. Sorry.
Paige, come on set.
Ocha.
This is my girl, Paige. Come here, girl. Come here. I want y'all to see that ass. You see this ass?
Oh, my God.
What? No, you can show that ass. Tell them what I do to that ass. A lot of shit. I do a lot of shit.
Or
to
does
that.
she shit with that ass?
Turn around, show them one time.
Oh my
Super
God.
chat that ass. Super chat. That's legal. Stop.
This is why my wife's terrified to come on the show.
Yeah, she's gonna get sexualized. All right. Yes. All right, Sam. All right, I need Darius. I need you to hold the flag. You're gonna hold the flag. Ready? Where's the fire extinguisher? Okay, we got the fire extinguisher. This is gonna be really dumb, Darius. Oh my gosh. All right, we got this ready. You guys see the trash can. Okay, now, last time when we tried to burn this, it didn't really catch fire that well, so we're gonna use an accelerant. This is Extra Hold Tresemme. It's one of the most flammable accelerants that you can get in the hair aisle. So we're gonna put a little right there, a little on Darius too, just in case.
Okay, no, that could actually like take your hat off, Darius.
No, shut up, Jimmy White. We want him to catch fire.
Actually, yeah, I don't want him catching on fire. Like, you know how much trouble you get in?
Okay, shut up. Okay. Let's do this just for safety reasons. For safety reasons, hold it with a stick. See, that's safe. Now a little more accelerant. You can't have enough of this. Okay, let's see.
This is gonna be bad.
Oh, look, it's catching. Oh shit.
Holy shit.
Shit, it's burn. Oh look.
Oh my god. Are you?
Oh shit. Oh, guys, this is how we burn. You guys aren't pyros, obviously. Shit, it's putting it out. It's burning bad now.
Okay, that's enough.
No, more fire. Look, more fire.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that. Look at it burn. Look at it burn. Ooh, just get it all in there. Okay, hold on, one more time. All right, guys. All right, we love you, Ukraine. Thank you so much. We love giving you the $80 billion. All right, I think we did it. Oh shit, I just inhaled that. Oh. My nose is bleeding a little. Oh, the toxins were so strong when they went in my nose.
Do you know your sperm count just reduced by 90%?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Hey, Darius, is this smart to do this? Shit. Damn it. All right. Well, I think that's enough, Darius. Do you think we burned it enough?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit, it's stuck to the carpet. Darius!
Darius, why would you let him do that?
Darius,
what the hell, Darius?
Darius, why did you let me burn the carpet? Ah, Darius! Darius! Ah, all right, guys, well, I'm probably freaking gonna get grounded. Glenn's probably gonna ground me. So that's not good. Darius over here. Sucking on your thumb, dude. What is wrong? This has been the weirdest show we've ever had.
I have to issue one correction. The super chat, the guy said Denton, not Detroit, but he paid to have me say that correction. So.
Okay. Shite. Dude, how do we get this stuck off the carpet?
Dude, you don't. You replace the carpet.
No, we can't replace this because Tim's already replaced a bunch of shit on set. We've broke a bunch of microphones and camera. Damn it, Chris. Shit. Okay, here, hold this one last time. We're about to end the show. I just want a little more fire just look at that. Look at that. Guys, set safety 101. This is what they teach you in film school. Oh shit, don't let it get on the carpet. Oh shit, now it's really burning.
On fire. It's really on fire. Get it? No, why'd you get it with plastic lining? It's gonna catch on more fire. Are you fucking, oh my gosh, okay.
Oh shit, it's out. It's out. It's safe. All right, guys, we end the show the same way every time. The freestyle finale, DJ, hit it.
Tonight, we're going to party at Don Carter's on Walnut Hill and 35. Walnut Hill and 35, Don Carter's. All you can eat nachos and root beer floats. And all the hoes you can handle from 10P to 10A. Come see us.
Tell them what Don Carter's is. Tell them what it is.
It's a bowling alley.
If you guys want to go bowling.
It's a bowling alley / brothel.
It's a bowling alley brothel. And we don't care if you hit a pothole. Just drive there in your underwear. Darius will be there and he won't stare at your dick when you take a piss. but he will look when you take a shit. Because he is super sick in his head. It ain't functioning right. Darius hates you because I'm white, but I love him anyway. Darius is straight and gay. I don't know what to say. All right, guys, it's Prime Time 99. We're having fun. We burnt the Ukraine flag. We damaged the set, but nobody died. I love you guys. Good night.